Let me take you back in time, while my memory still subsides. I fell in love with a girl. It was the summertime in Baltimore. The pier was still, heat and serene, and I was writing for the local paper at the time, mostly obituaries and local entertainment columns. That morning at the Baltimore Sun, after I indulged in an espresso and Popeye roll, she walked into the room, and suddenly my heart and the time stood still. When I say the moment was out of the West Baltimore fairy tale, I mean it. I cannot even begin to reconcile my sincerity to that moment. I swear I could almost hear a Cab Calloway or Billie Holiday song in the background as she entered the bullpen in the office. Rosanna was her name. As enchanting as a sunlit poem on the French Riviera, an entrance so memorable, in fact, that it might have only been rivaled by a Dramatic League, the Distinguished Production of a Play award, an award that is given to a distinguished production. Or even more so, the most common and common of dramas and divine comedies. A playwright would say, it would be that Faust did not be spellbound by this charm, and within her charm her wit, and her love of the right down to the details of the Old Bay Béarnaise sauce that she replenished every time she ordered crab cakes. It's those details and many more that I would fall in love with 10 times over in a short time together. It started with a simple smile. She was the best writer I had ever met. After a few get-togethers, consisting of coffee and small talk, of course, our relationship began to blossom into romantic endeavors, going out to more dinners and theater plays shortly after. Eventually, we ended up spending the holidays reading our favorite poets out loud and watching the snow fall upon Fells Point. The sun always seemed to smile upon the west of the weed, and through the sea whenever we would hold hands and shared our thoughts, dreams, and aspirations. I introduced her to my brother over some orange crushed drinks and steamed shrimp, a delicacy we all enjoyed. And oh, how I adored the way she loved my family, and vice versa. There were the times I cherished, spending holidays with loved ones. How quickly life can change up on you. In an instant, it can all go horribly wrong. The devil is in the details, and sometimes the devil is not only face-to-face, but blood-related. After weeks of dating Rosanna, I was told by her of my brother contacting her frequently. Naturally, I did not think anything of this. Everyone seemed to like Rosanna, and it would never cross my mind that something would be discussed out of the ordinary, or out of malice, or out of character for my brother. It's then revealed that he had romantic feelings. When I think of it now, it can only be described as understand. In a state of panic and bewilderment, she sobbed while telling me this. He had professed his love, and the actions and harassment implored baffled me, left me dazed and confused, as if my brain was suddenly encapsulated inside a shaking winter snow globe. I'm getting so wrapped up in telling you this story that I almost forgot the current predicament that stands before me, and literally pinned me against this tree. I love her. I would do anything for her, The tears are beginning to flow from my eyes, down my cheek and into an icicle state. Not so much from the pain of being wedged between this car, steel, and the cold, but more so from what she would begin to tell me next upon this discovery that my brother had feelings. It's all coming back to me now, so clear. I never imagined my brother Matthew was capable of betrayal, manipulation, deceit, and destruction. But alas, on Christmas Day was a hazy shade of formidable joy. Rosanna had mentioned to me one day, while we were sitting having cocktails at the Horse You Came In On saloon in Fells Point, Matthew met her for an evening cocktail at this same bar without me. He confessed his love to her, and more surprisingly, made a slew of lies about me that he claimed to be guilty of infidelity, accused me of cheating. Stricken by anger, I decided, and with a calm demeanor, mind you, to comfort Matthew in conversation, as I called him after the fact. I'll be damned if I can't remember the details, unless, yes, it was the same day earlier. It had to be. The weight from the car now makes me dizzy. But let me try to converse the rest of the day. As I bleed a bit more, I am welcomed by more Christmas music on the car radio. Where are you, my love? Rosanna. The windshield temperature feels lower now, and my fingers and arms are beginning to go numb. It is due to the weather and poor circulation, I assume. I spit out a little bit more blood, an attempt to get some clean air into my lungs. The pain subsides. Must stay focused. Let me continue to tell you the story that Rosanna has divulged to me on this Christmas holiday. To recollect my thirst for reflection, it is none more apparent now than the infatuation with Rosanna, my darling love, for my brother Matthew had. It was in his eyes, that look of deceit, perhaps jealousy. It's all making sense now. It was in front of me all along. I now see the attempt at my murder. Or is it in my head? Lord, give me a chance to breathe just this once, just simply. Could he of such be the culprit? I ponder aimlessly.